Hey, beautiful. I want to talk with you about what you're struggling with. So many people in my community have said to me, I'm struggling with grief. I'm grieving for what's being done to our forests, our oceans, our animals, our skies. And the grief is just, it's like heavy. I feel so powerless. And other folks have let me know that they're just feeling overwhelmed. They're drowning in social media, podcasts, news, email requests, petitions, all kinds of stuff coming at them about bad things that are happening that they want to do something about. But they end up in two places. One, they're going at full tilt and they can't do more, but they don't feel like they're actually making a difference. Or number two, they're just overwhelmed by so much being out there, they just can't do anything. They're paralyzed. And then the third um, communication I've gotten that is so loud, so clear, is that you're exhausted. It just feels like the hits keep coming with, 4 years of Trump, 2 years of COVID, Supreme Court reversals, ongoing war. And what I want you to know, there is a way forward. And it's going to require you to do less, to do it differently, and it's going to help heal the world. Let me just say briefly what I mean by each of those. When I say do less, I literally mean we need to do less. Have fewer things that we subscribe to, have fewer things that we are scrolling about, how much time we're spending scrolling in social media, listening to information, kind of constantly bringing more and more information in, news. But I also mean less of those activities that you used to get so much satisfaction out of, that used to make you feel like you were making such a difference, that used to feel like, gosh, I'm giving here, but I feel like I'm receiving so much more. Those activities that don't feel that way for you now, you need to stop. Maybe not forever, but when I say do less, I mean all of that. And when I say do differently, I mean pay attention to your energy. Really zero in on what is fueling you, what's making you feel good, what is making you feel rested, capable, and leaning in on that. The first step to doing differently to me is to get out into the natural world. It is to touch, a tree, to really look at that feather, to really notice the clouds in the sky, to take your shoes off, take your clothes off. Really allow the vibrations of our Earth Mother to really, for you to attune to her and the many forms of life. When I say do differently, I mean really doing that which affects your frequency. Because one of the most important things you can do is hold a high frequency of love. And then finally, when I say heal the world, we bring healing by how we're being. And when we're resentful, overwhelmed, grieving, incapacitated by all that is going on, but we still stay inside of organizations or movements or in community efforts or in, relationships or, where we just keep going and keep giving, we're actually not healing the world. We're actually reproducing, recirculating, um, extraction thinking. We're reproducing, circulating urgency. We're reproducing, circulating hate and frustration.